data gathering worksheet. Now, there were questions about this on the core test, and they're really easy to do, but we had no idea they were going to be there, and I think there were like 5 of them. I mean, there were a lot. You cried? I'm sorry. All right. So I'm going to make a master copy for this data gathering, and then you'll want to write these down on your paper. So we're going to gather data on 2 questions, whether you're male or female, and whether you're okay with your current height, or if you were given the option, you would change it. Whether you want to be taller or shorter, it doesn't matter. Okay? So, by raise of hands, how many of the boys are okay with their current height? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So how many boys would like to be taller or shorter? Taller or shorter? 1, 2, 3, 4. So do we only have 8 boys? Did anybody not vote? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're good. For the girls, how many girls are okay with their height? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And how many would like to change their height if they could? Just 1. You're all by yourself. Kelton, you're not a girl. Well, I don't know. Peyton's dad teaches health. So if you have any questions, Peyton can probably answer them. All right, so 11 and 5. Okay, now look at your other worksheet. The other worksheet says calculate the probability of each event. So we're going to assume that you're picking one person from the class at random. If you pick one person at random from the class, what is the probability that that person is male? Well, oh, this is 8. So 8 out of 16. So the probability is 8 out of 16, and we need the decimal form too, which is 0.5. Okay, that's pretty easy. What's the probability that a person is female? It's going to be 8 out of 16 again, which is 0.5. What is the probability that a randomly selected person is okay with their current height? Well, we look at the total for that row, 11 out of 16. Okay? And not okay? Oh, sorry. What is 11/16? Come on, Jasmine. You've got the calculator. 0.68. Does that need to be rounded up? Yeah, so if it needs to be rounded up, or else you'll be off a little bit. 0.69. And what is the probability that somebody is not okay with their height? So 5 out of 16, which is going to be 21%. Or sorry, 0.21. And you can see if you don't, oh my gosh, you have a teacher who can't do math. And you can see if we didn't round up to 68 to 69, then we would be missing a percentage. So you always want to round up if you have to. Okay. The next question asks, what is the probability that a randomly selected person is both male and okay with their height? That would be this box there, 4 out of 16, which is 0.25. Next question, female and okay, 7 out of 16. What's the decimal? 0.44. All right. I want to skip to this box right here. What is the probability? Sorry, let me fold this over so you can see both. Where did it go? Right there. What is the probability that a person chosen is not okay with their height, given that they are female? So this says, not okay, given that they're female. So we need to get rid of some of these entries. Which ones do we get rid of and which ones do we keep? We get rid of all the boys and we focus on the girls. So not okay, there's only one of those among the 8 girls. So there's a difference between not okay and female and not okay given female. Not okay and female means you find the intersection, that one box, and then you divide it by the total. But if there's the word given, it's called a conditional situation, where your answer depends on a particular condition, the condition being female, which is quite the condition from what I hear. And there's no cure. So in this case, we took the 1 and we divide it by 8. So both probabilities have a numerator of 1. But and means you divide by the total, and given means you divide by just that row or just that column. So the next question is not okay given male. What's that going to be? So you can't really see my... So it would be 4 out of a total of 8. Do you think you can handle the rest of that particular side? Okay. Let's gather some information. Oh, wrong paper. This one. So we need to come up with 2 questions that may or may not be related. So, Connor, how old are you? How old are you? Are you 18 yet? Okay. So let's see. We have 15-year-olds, right? 16. Is anybody 17? Good. This will work. And then 18. And we'll ask what your favorite type of egg is. A hard fried egg, a soft fried egg, or scrambled. So, talking just to the 15-year-olds, how many 15-year-olds prefer a hard... Does everybody know the difference between hard and soft fried eggs? So whether you want the yolk runny or not. Do you want the yolk hard or do you want the yolk runny? Okay, so any 15-year-olds that prefer hard eggs? You just look down on the 15-year-olds? Is that what's going on? Oh, okay. So nobody prefers hard, right? 0. Soft fried eggs. How many 15-year-olds do we have? Just you. Okay. Well then let's move this, because let's put 18 up here and 15 down there. So we can move those 2 zeros. So 0, 0. I assume you're a scrambled egg girl. Okay. You represent. All right, 18-year-olds. Anybody prefer a hard fried egg? Soft fried egg? 1, and you're scrambled. So 0, 1, and 1. 16-year-olds, hard fried eggs. 1, 2, 3. Soft fried. 1, 2, 3, 4. And scrambled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now those numbers should add up to be 16, 10. Did we mess up? 1, 2, 3, 6, 16. We're good. So I'm going to write out the totals. 2, 13, 1, 3, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Okay, take a look at, it's labeled collection 1. It's kind of mislabeled. So on your other worksheet, look at collection 1. What is the probability of A? of somebody being 18. 2 out of 16. So we're looking at the total over here, 2/16. So you could do A, B, and C. What is the probability of 1? 3 out of 16. I skipped over to 1. Which is how many people are hard fried egg people? 1. So let's skip to A and 1. So we're looking at A and 1. 0. It didn't happen. Nobody fit that category. All right? A and 2. So A and 2 is 1/16 because there's one person in that box, which is 0.0. Yeah. What is 1/16 as decimal? Okay. Okay. Now, there's a difference between A and 2 and A given 2. So A and 2, there's one person among all 16. What about A given 2? No, we're not given A, we're given 2. So it says, what is the chance that you are in a row given that all the people you're looking for are in column 2? 1/5 or 0.2. Does that make sense? So what is the chance of the people in column 2 choosing or being 18? So 5 people liked soft eggs, and only one of those was 18. Okay, which is different from 2 given A. Yeah. Yeah, I said that they don't match up, but it's okay. You're doing just fine. You haven't made a mistake. Keep up, Peyton. I know, I told you not to worry about it. Okay, so what is 2 given A? What is the probability you're a soft egg person if we know that you're 18? 1/2. Okay, so your assignment today, and this is kind of involved, is you need to find a group, and there are 4 people in a group. There have to be exactly 4 people. You come up with your own collection. Go ahead and cross off 4. There are not enough people to do a 4. And then cross off C. So on the thing that says your collection, cross off, I'm looking at the wrong paper, cross off row C and cross off column 4. So you're still going to ask 2 questions. Your first question can only have 2 answers. Yes, no, black, white, male, female, big, small, whatever. Your second question can have 2 or 3 answers. It can't have 1 answer. It has to have either 2 or 3. Then, once you have your questions chosen, you need to talk to all 16 people in the class and record the numbers. Okay? Once you have your collection done, come up here and we'll make this the master sheet. Fill in your collection on one of those 4 lines. Then I'll put the line up on the smartboard and everybody can record them, and then we can answer the probabilities. You're going to come up with 2 questions for your group. You're going to ask all 16 people in class the 2 questions, record the totals, write the totals on your paper and on my paper. Once they're on my paper, once every group is on my paper, I'll put it on the smartboard so you can have everybody else's, and then we'll answer the probability questions. Okay? So here's my paper. Please use this marker. It's easier to see on the smartboard than a pencil. So find your groups. There have to be 4 in a group. And I'll pause the video while you guys do this. What, Landon? Okay, we have all the data gathered. So, okay, let's see if I can include all of this at once. Okay, look at your probability worksheet. So collection 1 is the example collection that we did together. So you need to finish answering those questions. The third set of boxes, it says your collection. So fill out the probabilities for your collection. And then the last one says collection blank. You pick one of these other collections and write down the information. Sure, the 2x2 might be easier. Unless it's yours, then you have to pick a different one. Okay? So I'll leave these up on the board just for a second until everybody has them written down, and then we'll turn them off. Yes, they all have to be written on your collection worksheet, but then you only have to solve for one set other than your own.